there comes a point during the day where you have to give yourself that magic hour. I like to call it reposado hour. You can call it whatever you want. I have a few things here to show you. Some things that are making me very, very happy. The first thing I want to share is this amazing tequila. It's Clase Azul, it's a reposado, and it's one of my favorite. I would tell you, you can pair this with almost anything. The only thing I would hate for you to do is to mix this into a drink, because you're gonna lose the whole essence of it. It's super smooth. Don't even put ice on it. Put it on a beautiful glass like this. Smell it. Never take a shot. Just enjoy it because it's that smooth. Then I have other things here that I like to show. The first thing that I like to show you is that I have an amazing cigar here. It's kind of a small one because I wanted to have a quick smoke today, yet a good one. This is by Arturo Fuente. I purchased it the other day. When I went to Tabacón, I went to have lunch with some friends. And after having lunch, we went to Tabacón and I had a very good cigar. That one was huge, from the Dominican Republic. I believe it was La Flor, the company that made it. It was amazing. And I saw this little thing here. Now this is an amazing cutter. Very, very heavy. It feels like it weighs a pound or two. It feels like it's also worth $1,000 from the build quality, the way that the material feels. I mean, I'll show you. I have this cutter here, gold plated. I love the way it sounds. It's pretty cool. But when I saw this and the amount of cuts that it has, look how many, 1, 2, 3, 4 different cuts. And it can just sit there on the table. I said, I have to have it. It was only $100. So if you want a good cutter, go there. It was made in New York. I believe it was made in 2005. This thing is a monster. Then I have my lighter. Now this lighter says my initials, FP. It's a gas lighter. Reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather's name was Ningo. Very interesting name. But it was pretty cool, and he made cigars, and he had one of these. And the thing about gas lighters is when you light your cigar, it just gives you that smooth and amazing experience that I recommend everyone to do. If you use a torch, it's too fast. You want to take your time. You want to let the cigar turn on little by little, you know? So anyway, we have this. And then we have this amazing ashtray, which I keep talking about. It was a gift that I received when I went to the event the other day at Tabacón. It was hosted by Arturo Fuente and their new release of the Opus X Society collection and cigars and everything. And it's just amazing. This was designed by Manny Iriarte, who I think is a great designer. He's Cuban. You have to look him up and learn a little bit about him. He has great taste. I personally told him, I said, you have great taste. And so this is it. This is just one of them, okay? It's beautiful. So I'm very fortunate to have it here. And I will be buying more things from them because it's just top notch. The whole design is just amazing. And then everything is sitting on top of this bourbon barrel that I bought. I bought 6 of them for the party. As you know, we recently threw a Western style Halloween party. So every year we do a party. But this year was very special because I wanted to take the opportunity to show the whole brand and the idea of Reposado Hour. Just sort of hint it and show it. But the idea behind that is to remind people that they have to give themselves that special hour. And the special hour shouldn't come once a year, or once every 6 months, or once every month, or once a week. I think you should aim for every single day of your life to try and give yourself that special hour. And it doesn't have to be doing this. It could be doing whatever you find enjoyable. But as long as you know and you're letting yourself know that that hour is magical and it's for you. I'm a big believer that when you make yourself better, when you're happier, you can be better for everybody else. If you're bitter, if you're not happy, if you feel unaccomplished, if you're worried, if you're scared, if you're hesitant, if you're paranoid, if you're regretful, then the people around you, they're going to pay the price because you cannot be as good as you have to be for them. So it's a work in progress, I have to admit, all of these things that I share with you, because nothing is set in stone. But I believe that we have to have a plan as human beings. Everyone has to have a plan. And I think people get more frustrated when they're not going on the way to something. And they're just like this and they don't know what to do. I think that's kind of like the worst feeling. Where when you have an idea where you want to go and you're kind of moving, even if you're taking small steps, I think then you feel okay. I think the problem is when you're not moving, when you don't know which way to go. At least me personally, that's when I get frustrated. It happens to me every single day, all the time. I want to do so many things, and I either overcomplicate it, overthink it, scare myself out of things, etc. So I'm in the same boat. I'm trying to figure this out just like you are. If that's where you are right now, you're trying to figure out which way you're going to go or how you're going to go about it, stick with me because we're going to figure this out together.